Namaskar दोस्तों, welcome. Today I am sure we are going to have very informative and interesting and inspiring talk because we have with us today Mr. P H Parekh, who is a senior counsel in Supreme Court of India for the last about 6 decades. Lesser than 6 decades, it's 57 to 58 years.
57 years.
Welcome, sir,
Thank you.
to my YouTube channel.
Yes.
And we wanted to have it since quite for a long time. आपका time मिल नहीं पा रहा था. I know that yours is an international law firm and you have founded P H Parekh and Company, and it is a very known legal firm, and you have been for 6 times President of Supreme Court Bar Association. You have also worked as President of Supreme Court Bar Association, Supreme Court Advocate on Record Association, and various other international associations also. So, sir, इतना लंबा सफर, I think judges come here only for 1 or 2 years, so maximum 3 years. But you have spent such long years. You want to say something about your experience, how it all started?
Well, my experience is I had nothing. I came with a 100 rupee note in Delhi, and the first vehicle I had was an Atlas bicycle, which I had purchased in 100 rupees, 114 rupees, because I could not afford any other thing to go to Supreme Court. I used to go in a Atlas bicycle to Supreme Court and used to come in. But I was very happy there, and I'm very happy now with Mercedes also. There's nothing, it doesn't matter too much.
Sir, how that when, because I know that you have started, you were done your law from Bombay Law College.
Yes.
And that was also in which year?
It was exactly now I will not be able to tell you, but it was, I think, in
56 or 57?
69.
In 71 you became advocate on record.
Correct.
Until 2008, when you were made senior advocate, designated as senior advocate from Supreme Court.
That's right.
Sir, how that when a young lawyer comes, he comes on bicycle, and his clients come on Mercedes, but gradually the clients come on bicycle and the lawyer becomes owner of Mercedes.
I'm sorry, even my clients also continue to be
on Mercedes.
Mercedes.
No, this is on a lighter tone, sir. सर बॉम्बे लॉ कॉलेज के बारे में कुछ बताना चाहिए.
बॉम्बे में मैं सारे गुजरात में भावनगर में पढ़ा था मैट्रिकुलेशन तक, तो एवरीथिंग वाज इन गुजराती. तो जब मैं बॉम्बे आया तो बॉम्बे में तो सब इंग्लिश में है, तो मैं एल्फिंसन कॉलेज, बहुत ही अच्छी, वन ऑफ द बेस्ट कॉलेज, वहाँ मुझे एडमिशन मिल गया, क्योंकि वहाँ ऐसा था कि आपको मैट्रिकुलेशन, दोज डेज मैट्रिकुलेशन कहते थे, उसमें आपको जो फर्स्ट क्लास है तो ही आपका एप्लीकेशन लेंगे वो कॉलेज में टू एंट्री. फर्स्ट क्लास नहीं है तो नो क्वेश्चन. सो आई हैड ए फर्स्ट क्लास, आई फाइल्ड इट. फिर उसके बाद प्रिंसिपल एंड 2 सेक्रेटरी ऑफिसर्स, दे टेक योर आस्क यू, call you and ask you questions, etc. Now that was done. So when I went, the principal and the 2 professors were there. So before they could ask me any questions, I told him that I have learnt everything in Gujarati. So if I make mistakes in English, then please pardon me. So the Chief Justice said, don't worry, you will learn from here. There is nothing to worry. Thereafter I picked up a lot about English. It was difficult for me because in those days in Gujarat, they used to say, you should always be Matrubhasa, etc. That was good, you must have Matrubhasa. But that does not mean you can't know English, Hindi. They are all things, because if you want to go from outside your state, then they are not going to speak in Gujarati. If I go to, so that's why. But it was, then I picked up well, and then I started getting good marks also. And I got very good marks in the second year in the college, in Elphinstone College. and I got a lot of money from the university for getting good marks. So my fees etc. Later on came from the university, was not charging any fees from me. So that everything was good, and then I did LLB. I did after doing BA honors. I did, and then government law college. Those days there were only two colleges of government law, and this was the base. So I got, and I did a good job. And thereafter, one of my professors was part-time teachers in law college. Many lawyers, they come and teach for 1 hour, 2 hours like that, and then practice in the court. So Mr. Bandare was a professor, was teaching, well, as I said, for 2 hours, and then he will practice also. So he liked me that he's a good student. So he said, why will you like to join to me when you become the lawyer? So I said, with great pleasure, because who is going to take me?
Sir, in 2012, you were conferred with an award of Medal of Padam Shri.
Yes, right.
By then President Pratibha Patil.
Yes, right.
Sir, how for your work in public affairs,
yes.
What contribution exactly
Well,
was?
I tell you, there was a lot of things which was being discussed about what is to be done for various people who do not have children, who are not children of the big people or rich people or the politicians people. Used to do something for them. So I used to write something, I used to speak something, etc. And thereafter, then the President of India, on 2-3 occasions, they said that on this thing you are going to discuss, you must call a young man like me, you know. So that I was called, and then after one after the other, about 5-6 President of India started inviting me, you know, all the various lunches. And when I was become a lawyer, then our present Prime Minister sir, he was a Chief Minister of Gujarat. So वहाँ से मैंने मैसेज भेजा था उनको.
But at that time, Dr. Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister when Pratibha Patil gave you.
Pratibha Patil,
At that time, yes.
I'm not very sure, but maybe.
Sir, but how that this awardees are selected? What is the procedure? If somebody applies, like we apply as for a senior lawyer also.
No, you see, they are not supposed to apply. But some people who are close, they will not apply, but they will talk to their relatives and their father or relatives, etc. That मुझे दिला दो. Then they will work on it, because normally you are not supposed to apply. But indirectly people can apply.
But how that the merits are seen for the recipient?
I think Home Ministry people look into, and ultimately, perhaps at least those days, it will go right up to Prime Minister. The Prime Minister will be told that these are the names, etc. What do we say? They may say yes or no.
So there must be some select committee of officially speaking.
Home Minister was the main one. But he will put some other people also. But it is the Home Minister who will decide. And finally, I'm talking of those days, the Home Minister will send to the Prime Minister. And normally Prime Minister will accept what the Home Minister says, unless he has anything to.
And what they give, apart from medal, what exactly they confer?
I think they will give.
Because this is the fourth highest ranking civilian award.
Correct. No, I think they were giving some money also for some time, etc. But then on the day one, I said I don't want any money. It's not fair that because I get this.
So then, how do you react to the situation that many of the award-winning people, like mostly in sports people, we have seen that they are returning their awards. What impact does it create to the government?
No, it's not I don't think you should return it. In the beginning, they always ask you that do you want? If you don't want, they will not give you. But the fact that it is given, that means he has agreed. Now, once you have agreed, take it and then you should give up. It's not a good idea, because then
they are showing their disgrace to the government as such.
Yeah, but that is not good. Because they should have said in the beginning, well, I don't want it. That's good enough. You can say, I don't want that. But you take it and then you say, I will want to give it back. That is not enough. If you just think that the government is doing something wrong, you can tell them, you can write to them, you can tell the you can write to the wherever you want to write, generally or small. So we can this
And sir, over a period of time, you must have seen Krishna year time.
Yes, I was.
And today's judges are also there. Do you find any difference regarding the quality, whether it is going up, static, or it is some degradation has occurred?
You see, I tell you, the thing changes, and it's very, very, very difficult for me to say. But then those days there was few judges, there were few work, and they knew each other, etc. Now there is too much of work, there are too many judges, and therefore the thing is
so consumer of the justice have become more.
Yes.
So maybe because of that, the government or the judiciary as such is coming under pressure. That may be one reason.
Yeah, it may be or may not be. That is maybe one reason. Second, maybe that a person who is in the government, they may like to help their friend or their relative or someone who is helping them, or they will seek something good for them. So that is another thing also that it is possible. So it should be, strictly it should be on merits, but it keeps on changing from
But
time
do you
to
think
time.
that nowadays judiciary is slightly under the pressure of government?
You see, I tell you, it is a very, very difficult thing. But I mean, some judges, people say that they are following with the governments, etc. But I can't say that.
Well, is it a good idea that they get subsequently a post-retirement benefits? Some people become governor, some become these posts. How does it reflect very good on their part, or they should do some pro bono work and contribute
According
themselves?
to me, a judge after he retires, for next 3 years he should not take up any government post for 3 years, because then people should not think that because he gave these judgments, therefore he is given this governor and stuff. And what is governor? I mean, governor, some governors work. Otherwise, governor it goes and signs signature. Is what the governor's main job is.
So we know that, and we have seen and we know that you have been always very punctual. You are working 24/7 and 7 days a week. This you say that there should not be any full stop. You should in your life, and you should have a comma and take some energy and then do further for the progressive work. That is what when I was looking into, I saw this.
No, I work every day, and there are two types of people say that, well, it's not good for you to work all the 7 days. How can you do? What will happen to you? You'll get some problems. That how can you work? You should at least take 1 day, or at least 2 weeks, or at least minimum 1 day. You should do nothing. Now, I mean, what many people say, a large number of people agree with that. That 1 day or 2 days you should not. But I don't feel like doing it, because you see, they say that you'll be very good, you'll get feel very good, nice 1 day if you say. But I said I'm doing everything very good.
When you love your work, then when I enjoy the work.
I don't need that. For one Sunday I do nothing. But I don't only work my professional work for the fees. Now I am the president of the Indian Society of International Law, which does a lot of work. In fact, in that 50% are the professors and 50% are lawyers. In the past, the professors never voted to lawyers. They only wanted professors to vote. When I came, I got 86% votes. Large number of professors said that we don't like lawyers, but Parekh is good. So I got the votes.
But sir, PH Parekh and company gets, it's a dream for any law student or intern to work with this company. And you being founder of it, so many applications comes to you, and you say that no further applications you are able to entertain or handle.
No.
And so how do you select?
No, I tell
people?
you, after I became senior advocate, I handed over everything to my son, the Samir Parekh, and he is running. I don't even go to the office of Parekh and Company, that is in 30 School Lane. I don't go. I work here. My office is on second floor of my home. So I'm here. So I'm no longer with Parekh and Company. Of course, Parekh and Company do engage me matters because many of the clients are my clients. When I was H Parekh and Company, I was H Parekh, and so those clients are same. And some clients want to come. And so I argue as a senior advocate, but I don't do the work of drafting, etc. That is all done by son, his wife, and he has got almost 15 lawyers to work, so they are working there.
So they are operating and they are working.
Yes.
So in 1965, you were cited as the best student of the year from Rotary Club Bombay.
Yeah.
And I remember that I had also invited you as chief guest when I became installed as a president of Rotary Club Delhi. Along with Menka Gandhi, I called you, and you were there and you gave your blessings. And that Rotary Club is doing very well, I must inform you. And you have been, and we are in fact very much inspired by your preachings, and that is why we find that you have been doing so many multiple works and pro bono works. If you can throw some light on the pro bono works, because apart from the fact that you have been engaged, your clienteles have Air India, many banks, and so many institutions, hotel industries, and etc. etc. So, but what pro bono works you have been engaged?
You see, the pro bono work, number one is people who have no money and they come to me and say that I have no money, so that is directly. Now there is a other thing is there is a industry, there is a organization where the Chief Justice is the president, and Chief Justice has made me the Secretary General. That is the people who don't have much money, but they can pay some money. So one is that if you have no money, then you get zero. You go and there is a organization create for free of charge. They will do it. But this is will charge you some money. Middle income group, people who are middle. So there, the Chief Justice is the President, and the Vice President is the Attorney General. So that is according to them. The present Chief Justice will retire and next Chief Justice will become. But each Chief Justice makes secretary to me. So I am the secretary because a lot of work is to be done. So as soon as it comes, so many times I tell the Chief Justice that I am here for a too long time, please give it to someone else. The reply of the Chief Justice is that no, you must continue.
Sir, who is the best counsel according to you nowadays in Supreme Court, who had been in fact a pillar for the system? Because this is...
I will not reply to you. I know most of them and so
will get annoyed. No, you can have multiple names. No difficulty.
You people know more than I know.
Sir, the thing is that with the advancement of age, the judge he moved forward towards the age of retirement. Yeah. Whereas converse is the situation with lawyer. Yeah. With his advancement in age, he gets experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how do you react to this? Because is it and how the lawyer has to equip himself to fall into such a progressive
one
state?
thing anyone who wants to do for a long years, you should look after your body properly. Now I do yogasana 1 hour for last so many decades, and until today, this morning also. So 1 hour I spend. First you can go for a walk, you do some exercise, something you should do for your body. Now there are people who say I'll do nothing. That's all right. So you will eat drinks sometimes, not all. So drinks and eat is all right, but you must do something for your body. So I do that, and that 1 hour which I do is my yoga, and I know yogasana very well, but I keep a teacher. He comes, because if I do on my own, I'll say, all right, now today I'm very busy, that's why I'll not do. But that man comes for 1 hour, then I
that is a driving force,
so
sir.
that is the best. And I also do 20 minutes I do this bicycle there. So I do that. So 1 hour and 20 I do for my body. And that I am very happy. I do something like that. Walking is do, but not regularly, but about 20 minutes I like to walk, because our club is next door, so I can walk there. Or if I don't want to, it's very bad thing, then I do it in the house. But something should be done for your body, and I see many people, they ignore their body. They don't do, which I think is not good. You should not ignore your body, because you can work only if your body is ready to work for you.
And that is a very right approach. And sir, you see, say something about today's the judicial order, whether our country is going towards the right direction. Because religious activity is becoming more and more prominent, whether it has some impact on secularism.
You see, I tell you, it is it's not very easy for me to say yes or no. I will say partially yes, partially no. By and large, our judiciary is good compared to all other people. Judiciary is good, but you can say that some part of judiciary is not good. Or some occasions, people say that they are not doing things properly for some reasons or other reasons. So there are something, but by and large, the judiciary is good.
And what do you say about media?
You see, I tell you.
Because earlier there used to be only Doordarshan. And now that so many platforms are there, OTT and other, so many channels are there, and they're private channels, do you think that they say that this is a channel belonging to a particular political party, maybe Congress, maybe BJP, maybe any other party, and so then for knowing the exact unbiased news, you have to bank upon CNN or some other foreign channel?
You see, when there is only government man was having this, the DD or whatever is the government. So government, then they have to do what the government wants to do. They will not say anything against the government or in the ministers, etc. But then what happens, now there are a large number of private organizations, and they can do anything. And they, in fact, normally they will always criticize the government people, because they are working. So it's easy to say he is doing something.
But there is nowadays what the media called Godi media.
No, but I tell you, by and large, today what has happened that Narendra Modi is the boss. Now there is no number 2, number 3, number 4, because nobody is. Other party normally should be the Congress party, but today there is no one who can say that he can go something. Fight on politics against Modi, and there is no other political party who is doing it. So the people by and large think that Modi is the best, but sometimes you can say Modi is the best, but now that but is not there, because there is no one like all that. Okay, if not Modi, then who should become Prime Minister? So that is today, by and large, nobody is bringing that all right, my political party should become. Or if they say some name, that people will not even think that they should become Prime Minister. So today no politicians have any person who can say that I don't have Modi, but instead of Modi, bring this man to become the Prime Minister.
Sir, last year Usha ji had left us at the age of 78 years. I know that one feel some voidness and absence is felt, and you want to share some memories.
Well, I miss her every day, because she was a very good wife. She was a very good mother. She was very good a friend. So everything was very good, and then what has happened for a long period, only two of us, because I have two sons. The one son is in Delhi, but his wife is he takes non-veg, and our house it cannot be. Therefore, I told them to be after marriage because she has to eat fish because she's Bengali. And the other son practices in Bombay. He's not here because his thing is security law, and he told me that for security law, Delhi is no good, Bombay is good. Even tribunal is not in Delhi, but it's in Bombay. So he's there. But they keep on coming, going, etc. But of course, I'm alone, and that's you have to.
Sir, your 80th birthday is going to come soon. When exactly?
It is on 4th February.
4th February.
India. I see.
Sir, we wish you
welcome. I want you to come.
Thank you.
And also, not only both of you, but your friends and girlfriends.
Both of you, if you can, she's my wife, you can come here for a minute. We, on this occasion, we both husband and wife. So then,
I want to ask you one question.
Yeah.
That how you got married?
Oh.
Yeah.
I got.
Take you back.
Yes, I got married because my wife's was in Bhavnagar. My hometown was also Bhavnagar, but I had shifted in Bombay for doing the in English college, etc. So I shifted there. But my wife's wife's mother's sister was in Bombay. Okay. So that she liked and she told my wife's father that there is a young boy in Bombay. He does not have money, but he is good. He is likely to get money in future. So they message went there, and then my father-in-law, he told his wife who got married me that, well, this is the suggestion has come, and what do you say? He said, if she says that he is good, then he must be good. So then she said, yes, I'll agree. When she says he must be a good man. So then ultimately when I said, but she said no, but she has agreed. I said, how can she agree? She had not seen me. She had not talked to me. He said, no, but I said so. This she said. Then she said, let her come. So she came to Bombay, and we met and discussed, and I liked it very much. Very simple and very good. And always she has worked throughout. She never wanted anything. You know, when I got married, I had an Atlas bicycle. I had nothing for her. And she never wanted anything. All the time I say, now I have got money, I have got this, you want this, you want this. I want nothing, I want nothing. I had car, then I took another car for her. So one for me and one. She said, why do you take other car? I don't want any car. I said, but she never wanted, but she was very good. And she looked after both my sons very well, because ultimately I was too busy. So I was not looking after both the sons. But she looked after both of them very well. And that's why it's good. And she also looked after all the relatives from her side and my side, everyone. She looked after all of them. And everyone, therefore I don't have to do anything to my relatives, because she looked after. And then, therefore, but she was very good to the servants also. We got a lot of servants in the beginning. There was no servant really. After marriage, it was a half a day, some part lady doing this, Bursan and Burgan and all that. But thereafter, I said, take this as many servants and all that, so with everything. Then I got another car for her, that you have another driver for you, because I may be busy. But she was very good. She wanted nothing. She was happy.
So Bombay gave you your wife?
Yeah, in the Bhavnagar gave, but marriage in Bombay.
Bombay.
Yes.
So then how do you decided to come to Delhi?
That is, there is Mr. Bandare.
Yes.
Was a secretary, was a teacher. You know, in government law college, the professors were to be regular professors, and those who are practicing, they come. So Mr. Bandare was a practicing lawyer and he was teaching me. And he liked me as a good student.
Okay.
So when I was passing the LLB, he said, you join me as my junior because you are very good student. So I joined, and after that, his wife, Sunanda Bandare,
Yes.
she or became later after me,
Yes.
and then they became a partner and became the Bandare Parekh and Company. And then his father, Sir Gokhale, Justice Gokhale, he retired from Bombay High Court on the ground that the salary of the High Court judges is very poor. These days it was to be 3,500, but out of that, 55% was the income tax. So from 3,500, the money, and there was no. So he retired, he resigned, saying that this money is no good. So he shifted. He could not practice in Bombay since he was a judge. So he came to Delhi, and therefore Bandare Sunanda, he said Parekh is very good, so you need a good junior. So let him shift from Bombay to I join him as a, and then we both became AOR in Supreme Court, and we became partners. So it became Bandare Parekh and Company, and then we had a good relationships, and it went on very well.
Thank you, sir, for your all this input, and we have been really thankful to you, and we get inspired, and all the best to you for all your good undertakings and endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you
sir.
very much.